1, 2, 3.
Oh god damn it! I
Fuck
fucked
you,
it up.
dude. You
I'm
cheated.
sorry. Let's try again. 1, 2,
You
3.
see him try to cheat me? All right. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Yes!
Fuck you.
You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck my hero, or that's what I would say if this week's chapter wasn't incredible.
This week's chapter was
so
fucking great. Yeah.
So
Look
my
at it. Look at him. Look at him all juiced up
Let's
off that
just-
victory. Fuck you.
Yeah.
the power.
He's all
He's
juiced up.
radiating it.
This
Yeah.
chapter was fucking actually so
It was
fucking
actually
hype.
really good.
It's very unfortunate.
Kind of weird because it leaned more into your theory that La Brava and Gentle Criminal are like lovers, but that's okay.
No, my theory is that they're not lovers.
Oh well, this
Brian,
chapter.
Yeah, that was my
okay,
theory.
This chapter
yeah.
leaned a little bit more heavily into that idea.
I still
but
think it's.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I think there's nuance to it, and that's okay.
I think there is nuance. To
I
it.
think that the way that each of them views their relationship is very different too. So.
Yes, I
but-
do too.
I mean, spoiler alert here, guys. General Criminal's fucking back, and he's amazing.
It's so good. I was wanting him back.
It was.
It actually didn't I like 4 episodes ago talk
said
about how they
something.
Yeah.
needed to
He
bring
was
the
gonna-
villains
Yes.
back? Like
yes, and they
yes,
did it.
and
They
finally
did it.
Yeah, he fucking did shit.
So, one of the really interesting things, I mean, obviously, like the big hype part of this chapter is General Criminal fucking saves the day and stops UA from falling completely.
Yep.
One of the things that I noticed that really interested me about this chapter is the effect on General Criminal when he's like powering through. Like you can see the tears,
Yes.
but he has that same kind of effect that like All For One has when he
Yes.
comes back. He's got that like kind of flame trail energy. So I'm curious if that's just like an indication that their quirks are upgrading or evolving and 'cause-
Awakened.
I think it means that they're like awakening or like they're because it's essentially they're straining because it's been said that quirks are like muscles, and when
Yeah.
you strain your muscle, there's like after effects to your muscles that are happening. I think that's what's happening.
It looks great. Like
Yeah,
I love it.
no, it looks really cool.
It's a really nice visual, and it kind of like speaking of awakenings, it kind of ties into like what One Piece has been doing recently.
Yeah.
With their awakened zones having the flame collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a visual indicator. Like this guy's quirk is
Yeah,
going
this
off
guy's
the
gone
rails.
off the rail.
Which is-
also, when we find out that Criminal prevented everyone in his prison from
Yes.
escaping, is so good.
General
Yeah,
Criminal
that
is a
seems-
savage.
That seems so weird to me, right? Because his thing is like air trampolines, right? But like then he fucking like
He makes
He's a
things.
savage.
No,
yeah,
he
he
like
bent the fucking like
so he makes things.
Yeah, he makes
he makes them, like-
all rubber, right?
like,
Or
kind
something.
of-
kind of rubber.
It's kind of he like.
Oh, he's
He
Like-
gives them elasticity.
There's
That's
the
it.
word I was
He
looking
gives them
for.
elasticity. So like I think he just used
Oh,
it
there it is.
as air trampolines because he didn't know how else to
Yeah.
use it. Because he fought really because he was told that he wouldn't be a hero. Essentially, if I remember correctly on his backstory, he was
Yeah.
like, "Your quirk shit.
One.
You're not a hero. Deal with it, you fucking loser."
No,
Yep.
I don't think it was that. I think it was more like he used it.
And then he tried.
Yeah, he tries to save
help
somebody.
and it ended up.
and that once you do that and you don't have the license, you're no longer allowed to use your quirk.
Yes, he
Yeah,
tried
that's
to
kinda
save somebody when he was in
fucking-
Yeah.
school.
Should
But
be.
essentially, he wasn't on the fast track to being a hero, though.
No, he
They-
wasn't.
I
He's
thought,
like a loser, burnout.
yeah, I thought part of it was that he tried to help somebody because he wanted to prove to them that his quirk could work
someone was falling off of the
and so he
like a
tried to help
scaffolding,
him.
Yeah.
and he angled it wrong and it fucking shot the dude into like a traffic or some shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
He ended up dying.
Yeah, it was fucked. It was pretty
Um,
brutal. General Criminal is just fucking. I'm so stoked that he's back.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Why was it so biblical?
What do you mean?
It was kind of
It's
biblical.
pandering.
Like, yeah, he
I-
was
we-
oh,
so
like the
biblical.
grandiose.
Like, dude,
Yeah,
yeah, he just
we
fucking
talked
came out
about-
his, like,
We
yeah.
talked
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
We talked about this like off air.
Yeah.
Off air,
Mhm.
off the
Off-
podcast.
at the house.
And it's absolutely pandering.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
1000%
Gentle
pandering.
is one of he's a favorite.
Yeah,
he's a fan favorite.
Yeah,
favorite.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
and I mean, it's the right way to do it. Like,
It
I mean,
is.
he deserved this big grandiose entrance and like getting
Yeah.
to show off and like
Yeah.
really highlight what he's doing. Because I mean, obviously, like it's one thing for Gentle to just come in and be like, "I saved the day." Like, you got to make an impact with a moment like this. Like, you gotta
Yes.
you gotta make the audience see like this is fucking hype.
It's
and
so
it
good.
was
Like,
so
the-
hype.
The
dude.
fucking torn up, bleeding Gentle as you see he's like wrapped all of the other prisoners. Also, I see what you're saying. That the literally the line is right there that you were on.
Okay.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's La Brava.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not Gentle.
Yeah,
Gentle
absolutely.
mentions he's like, there's only there's like two things that I want, and it's to see La Brava, because I still think that relationship is he treats her like a daughter,
yeah. I
granddaughter.
don't think there's anything.
I think
on his
she
end.
has quite a like weird relationship with him, as like
Yeah.
he But it's something we've seen multiple times, and it's something that's in real life. Like
Y'all
people
can
who
keep-
grow up without
absolutely.
fathers, like weirdly latch on to a father figure in a weird way because they don't understand what the difference is and what that line is that they're not supposed to like cross.
Well, the good news is that Labrava found someone who's not a sexual deviant.
Yes,
instead like a kind old man.
He's a kind old man.
Yeah, you guys keep telling yourselves that shit.
I mean, it's like the what's
I'm
the
not
fucking?
buying
There's
this
a
shit.
really famous movie that does that as well. It's a hitman, and there's a little girl,
Yeah,
and she wants to be a hit woman,
yeah.
Wait,
and so
This Hannah?
This isn't like Lolita.
it's not
like
Hannah, never mind.
this isn't
No,
like
no, no.
It's not
This-
gross.
Is it
No.
Lolita?
no,
This is
no.
not Lolita. Like
No,
that's
it's
what
not
I
that.
want
I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah,
remember
yeah.
what the fuck is that movie.
I know what you're talking
If
about.
you remember it in the comments, please let me know. But literally, yeah, he's a hitman. He finds that girl. She's grown up in a shit childhood, and so he takes her in and starts training her to be like a hit girl so she can survive. And she tries to make a move on him.
Yeah.
Like that's a clear thing she tries to do. She's like 13, and he's like, no, that's not what this relationship
Yeah.
is. But she doesn't understand those emotions.
I'm trying to think of them. Fucking.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I think I do.
Yeah.
Who
It's
stars
a
in it?
it's a really classic movie. The little girl's actually a really famous actress. I'm trying to think of who she is.
What? Damn.
And then the guy is also, it's not Uma Thurman. Who the fuck is it?
No, I know.
And then the guy's actually a really famous actor.
Yeah,
too.
it's
He's-
This is Kill Bill.
Yeah, it's not
Kill Bill.
It's Kill Bill. But yeah, I can't remember. But it's the same situation. We've seen it before, and it is a real thing that happens. Like people, like children who grow up. It's the same thing as like children who grow up, like guys who grow up without a mom. Like sometimes have a weird relationship with people
No, this is
that are
true. I do
older, like older
moms.
women. And,
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, you
Jordan's a
see?
certified MILF lover.
certified MILF
Yeah.
hunter.
Daughters, hide your mothers. Jordan Hill's in town.
Stacy's mom was written by Jordan.
No, it wasn't. I hate that fucking
Yo,
song.
so tell me, so this bottom panel here, right?
Yeah.
You and the audience were on page 12 to 13, bottom right corner.
And he's like going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he is.
Tell me why he looks exactly like what's his fucking face from One Punch Man. He looks exactly like the old man.
Oh, Bang.
Yes.
yeah,
He looks like
Bang.
Bang.
He looks
Dude.
just like Bang right there, like just
Yeah, he
super
absolutely
intense.
does.
Like
Fucking.
He
I
really does.
love it. I love this whole chapter.
Don't get it twisted. Bang with dog.
Oh, I mean,
Bang
absolutely.
with Dog Walk, Shigaraki, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
This gives me hope though for
It
my
does.
hero.
So,
Like this
Yeah.
like story beat, it gives me a little hope.
that Gravity Super Lover was kind of. Why did Lover though?
Gently super
Because
lover.
La Brava.
Gently Super. Okay.
Yeah.
It's because La Brava's powering him with love.
Oh.
Because that's another thing too. The absence makes the heart grow fonder as a point to her because
Fucking.
the more she loves something, the more she can boost it,
Yeah.
and she's more in love with him because she hasn't seen him in a long time, so she
Oh.
can boost him super powerfully.
I get that.
honestly
I get that.
completely forgot that that's how her quirk worked.
That's
and I just,
exactly
and
how
I
her
just
quirk
assumed
works.
I just assumed he just got
Nope.
fucking went Super Saiyan, and I was fine with it because I
Yeah,
was on
yeah.
the
You know
I was fully on board the
Yeah,
hype
yeah.
train already. That makes a lot more sense
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I thought she was like a super genius when it comes to computer. I guess she's
She
just
is.
a super
She is.
genius.
No,
No, I'm saying like
she's-
that's
yeah.
her quirk. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's
No,
not
no,
her quirk.
she's
She's
just
just
that
that
that's right.
person.
She does do that. She gets.
She is just that person.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just the hacker, but she
She
also
fuels
has a
people
quirk.
with the power of pedophilia. I got it. I got it.
Fucking- I really love this moment too, where Izuku realizes who's
Yes,
saving them.
he like realizes who it is.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing too, is he mentions he's like, I have to.
Okay.
It would be a disservice to him
So-
if I didn't do
yeah.
this. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the way Gentle's using his quirk, like it's super interesting to me because it's very similar to the quirk from Vigilantes, like the main guy's
yeah.
quirk.
Yeah, it's crazy as fuck.
Very, very similar, but and so it seems like he's taking notes from how they wrote that guy's
Maybe.
quirk evolution and like the upgrades that it got to kind of boost Gentle's. Because Gentle's is different. Like that guy, like he just kind of makes like he basically forces the pressure between like the ground in his hand to make himself
It's
be able
air
to slip and
hockey.
slide.
Yeah, okay,
exactly.
yeah.
Like
Air
yeah,
hockey.
Yeah.
he's just like air hockey. So,
Yeah.
but he eventually like his shit goes fucking crazy and he
Right.
gets some really crazy shit that's really cool.
Yeah, I've
But,
been reading it from time
very
to time.
sim-
It's pretty
Vigilante's
dope.
fucking awesome.
I still need to. I
I
really
stand
want to
by
pick
that.
up.
I
Vigilantes.
still have hope that he pops out at the end here.
I want it so badly because Vigilantes
great.
ends with like
Yeah.
him and Captain Celebrity.
well
like-
because the way this is shaping up, all the heroes are busy.
yeah.
Yeah, but
And
we
at the
do-
very
we
end of this
do-
fucking chapter was
we
crazy.
have another villain to talk about
Yep.
though.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
totally forgot.
Fucking
Yeah,
lady.
no, dude.
Lady
fucking-
Nagant's back.
Lady Gaunt.
And it's
Dude.
fucking hype too. Like her reintroduction, like even though there's been less time
fucking-
since Gentle, like since her before Gentle, like she's still it's fucking hype.
She
seeing
was.
her,
It's
She's
hype as
my
hell.
favorite. She's one of my favorite.
She's
villains.
Yes,
fucking awesome. She's got a
she's
great
great.
quirk.
Also,
Yeah.
her whole backstory, like that is how you build up a character in a short amount of time.
Yes.
He did a really good job, like making us care
And then
about
he
her.
threw. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fucking so crazy.
Um,
He made us throw. He
he
made
did-
us throw. He made himself. Throw.
yeah, he made himself throw. But I think it's also showing. It's really nice to show that like Deku's previous interactions with villains, where he's sort of like, because you always have those things as a trope. It's where the villain's my friend now, and we're gonna adventure together. But these guys were villains. It's a real world. They're still villains, even though the circumstances that put them in there wasn't great. But Deku has brought them back to help.
Well, and that's what I really love about this chapter too. Is that I mean, you got these broad strokes of fucking hype action, but the background storytelling that's happening in this chapter is phenomenal too. With Tsukauchi or whatever the hell the cop's name is, like him monologuing about villains and like the difference between villains and heroes, and like basically saying like villains aren't just villains for no reason. Like there's always a
it
reason.
reason.
Comes to this like looking if you look into them, like you can't forget that they're fucking human too, and if you look deep enough in them, you find their origin. Like, and I love that he's blending this like common like this common trope of like superhero comics of like the origin story, and tying that into this like metaphorical exploration of humanity and like human
it's
nature.
super good. It's
fucking-
back to what we love about My Hero.
This is the kind of writing that I want more
Yeah.
of. Like this is just fantastic. Like just a great
and
chapter.
there's only one more that I need to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Bring me Stain.
Yes.
Bring
Stain's-
me
Stain's kinda
Stain.
bad.
He has to be coming. Like I don't think that he would have included that whole interaction with All Might. I don't think that was Stain's whole purpose was to
No.
revitalize All Might.
Stain's gonna come back. Hopefully we get. The fucking
because like
booster.
we've seen 2 of the 3 biggest villains that have interacted with Deku for the better.
That's
Stain's
an
the only
interesting
one left.
thing too. So the way I can see Stain playing into this,
he starts cutting off
is
his
that-
arms.
well, he
He can't touch the
cuts
fucking
him.
ground.
because unlike Stars and Stripe,
Oh,
whose
shit.
quirk relied on knowing his name,
Stains doesn't.
Stain doesn't have to know your
You just
name.
need
He
your
just
blood.
has to cut. He just has to get your blood.
Yeah.
Drink it.
So I could
Right.
see Stain. Yeah, he just has to lick it.
Yeah.
I could see Stain being instrumental
To stopping
to
Shigaraki.
stopping Shigaraki.
Especially
by,
now that Eraser and Copy Boy are down. Stain
It
can
would-
stop Shigaraki.
It would be a really fucking
The hard
phenomenal way
counter.
to bring Stain back into the story and like close out
just-
his character
He just
arc.
catches that hand that she just shot off.
Yeah.
He's just
It is so like I love this though. Like Lady Nagant, like she looks so fucking good in this last shot.
yes,
like
she does. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Horikoshi's like character shots like this are so fucking so strong. He is a master of posing.
Yeah. All right, let's
That
jump
was
over
the- That was the story of how we became heroes, part 4.
to yeah,
That was hilarious.
because now he's talking about villains too, becoming heroes.
Now, I mean, hopefully, that's the one shit's fucking.
All right, now we
Whatever.
got Jujutsu.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
This
week-
shit was fucking pretty good too.
All
Like
right.
This shit was bonkers.
Yeah.
This fucking thing was mothering
yeah.
children.
Yeah,
That
this
sounds
is
about right.
this is Angel, whatever the fuck Angel's host's name is. I don't ever remember what her name is. It's like Caroso or something like that.
Just like backstory on her.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
her backstory. So she was raised by this fucking creepy ass
Wait,
curse.
that's not Angel herself.
No, that's the body. Angel is the curse user from ancient times that reincarnated into her body.
Oh, okay.
So that's why she has like the same like mouth thing that Yuji and Sukuna have, like where she appears on her cheek to talk, or like they're
Yeah.
separate entities. So this is that little girl's this is the girl's origin story. Like this is why she's so attached to Megumi, is that she ended up following his white divine dog and just happened to be following it and got rescued as a result. Like
Oh, so she
She-
equates Megumi to her rescue.
yes,
Okay.
she like that's why she fell in love with Megumi. And then like there's this really really intense like back and forth that happens for a majority of this chapter.
Yeah.
Where basically Angel's like they're like, hey, you know, we gotta like this is Kenjaku's plan. Like he's basically sacrificing all these soldiers to the curses in here to
Yeah.
boost each colony's curse energy, which is the fucking bomb that Reggie was talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, it was the bomb he was
So-
talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah,
They
which
were
is
like-
so funny. He's like, "Told ya."
They were like, we gotta save the soldiers, and Angel's like, fuck that. There's no point. We've already killed them. Like enough sorcerers have already died in this colony that it already has enough cursed energy, whether we save the soldiers or not. Like
Yeah.
it's pointless. And they're like, and so Yuji's like uncharacteristically heavy-handed with this. Like, fuck you, then I don't trust you anyways. Like, we'll go on our own. You do your own
Gotcha,
thing. Blah
yeah.
blah.
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Who's telling you
And
to come with us?" You know what I'm
The
saying? Like,
the kind of pivotal moment of the chapter comes when Yuji and Megumi are discussing, and Megumi's like, "Bro, you were kind of hard on her," and he's like, I don't want this to become a thing where she just replaces Nobara in our group. Like that's not how I want this to go.
Yeah.
And it's this really nice like, and I assume Gege is doing this because he plans on bringing Nobara back very soon. Because why else? Like
I think they're all. I still think they're all coming back. I think
Toto's coming back
coming
too.
back.
I think all of them are going to play a pivotal role. Which, speaking of which, I wanted to talk to you guys about something in case you hadn't seen it. But so Yuji's like, yeah, I'll apologize. And then she simultaneously, the girl that has Angel goes to save soldiers and talks about how she wants to become someone worthy of being next to Megumi because he's like her savior.
Right.
So she wants to become like a save, and that's where the chapter ends at. My question though is, I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but Gege Akutami was either at Jump Festa or something recently. He said that it's in like that. It's his plan to end
this year,
in the manga this year.
So by the
end,
didn't hear that.
So the plan is by the end of this year for Jujutsu Kaisen to finish. Now, whether or not he's going to actually be able to swing that in 40-ish chapters, give or take, roughly, with breaks included, if he doesn't take any additional breaks, like that's a pretty tall order.
Well,
to
here's the
end.
thing: he can really say like, "Oh, I want to end it," but like, the motherfucker can't predict the future.
Well, yeah,
unless
exactly.
He doesn't walk the fuck outside.
I don't
saying?
think that he's gonna, and I don't think that he's the kind of author that's gonna speed things along just to finish out the project and not close up all the loose ends. That he
probably
still
already has a
dangling
clear.
out
Because
there.
I mean, let's be honest, it does feel like the end is nigh.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
Right,
This feels like this is where we're.
You know, Kenjaku's doing his thing
Yep.
with. He's like, I actually really like seeing the story's moving forward.
Yes.
Even though we're getting like little like things like this fucking fish hook.
Yeah, this guy's fucking terrifying.
This
This curse is
you see
fucking
this shit?
spooky.
Yeah.
This
This is weird.
motherfucker is nasty.
This is another really just
Crazy.
like pivotal, like just random writing in chapters that are like not really necessary for the entirety of the story, but like just really deep, like interesting little side stories. Like this fucking soldier talks about how he joined being a soldier. He was ready to die no matter what. Like he was ready. Like he didn't know if he was gonna get killed by terrorists or what else. And then he's like, this is fucking different.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to die like this. And
Yeah,
this
this is
thing's just
horrible.
like fucking ready to hook him up and fucking use him as bait to catch these fucking fish curses. Like crazy shit.
Fish curses to feed his like children or something.
This is fucking phenomenal. Like this is the kind of like, and it's just like this page, like this one little page where you get this scene.
Yeah.
And it's so
This is like
impactful.
Berserk level shit.
It's just so impactful and like this just exploration of like humanity amongst like these insane power systems and things that shonen authors develop. Like it's just, I love it. I love where shonen as a genre is going these days. Like just fucking phenomenal character writing.
Also, that's Gojo. He hadn't seen it in fucking almost a year.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, it's Gojo.
Yeah, that's Gojo. He hasn't
Gojo from the past.
Yeah, Gojo from the past.
That's
All right.
That
And
man.
good chapter all in all. I
oh
like
yeah, that shit was biblical.
Yeah, this is
The
when obviously
chapter-
this was meant to be
Chapter
whatever the
page-
fuck that
page
famous
16 out of
Michelangelo.
17 literally is God touching
I
man.
can't remember what the name of that painting is, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like the
It's a
famous
very-
painting of like
it's a
of
very
God.
classic
It's,
Renaissance painting.
Michelangelo, I think, is the artist that drew that painting.
Michelangelo. How much time we got? Oh,
we
we
got
got some
like
fucking
12
time
minutes,
to talk
yeah.
about my
Yeah.
favorite
Because
shit
we're
ever.
gonna have to talk about it.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna take the longest amount of time.
we're on to One Piece. Who do you guys think
you
are
mean
clones?
Swerve City?
Who do you guys? Who do you guys think are clones?
Yep, that's
Oh,
exactly because that's obviously the fucking the most pivotal part of this chapter.
The Swerve City.
Stussy's a fucking clone, y'all.
Yeah.
Stussy's a clone of someone of the
Experiment
rock
success
pirate.
So-
number one.
So I know a little bit more because spoilers for this week's chapter are out, and I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But it seems
Well,
like
Stussy was originally with the Rock Pirates.
no, she's a clone of someone from the Rocks Pirates.
Oh, I thought it was
So-
saying that Stussy was with the Rock Pirates. She's a
no,
clone of
she's
that
a clone of someone from the Rocks Pirates. So here's the big prevailing fan theory
Okay.
right now. Okay,
Okay, here we go.
she's a clone of Bakin.
Oh,
Bakin being Weevil's mom.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So that lines up with why she says. And the other
Oh.
piece of that prevailing theory is that Weevil is not Whitebeard's son, but a failed clone of Whitebeard, and that's why he looks the way that he does, and why he acts the way that he is, because Bakin is saying that he's he's Whitebeard's son, but in reality he's more than likely a botched clone of
he's a
Whitebeard.
Dude, that's like Metal Gear Solid level.
Which
shit.
fucking phenomenal. Like
Right?
it's such
Like,
an
it's
Which is
interesting.
crazy.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, cloning
It's
the best.
Also, we totally called it on Kuma.
Yes.
His fucking memories are there.
Yes.
I don't know if that's necessarily who he was talking to, but that is Kuma's shit.
I think based on everything that's kind of prevailing right now, I think Stussie's who he talked to, and that's why she suddenly turned on CP9 or the rest of CP0.
Like she got the trigger to go. He's like, I need your help, and she's like, all right.
Yep. Because obviously she's a clone, like. So I think that's like the big prevailing theory right now, and so that's like, I mean, it's interesting to say the least.
Also, she just puts people to sleep. She a vampire or some shit?
Seemed, I think that like a lot of people got the vampire aesthetic. I personally think that he went more for like a succubus.
That's what I was thinking. Was succubus? Like she looks
vampiric,
clearly looks like she bit him,
but she looks demonic here. Like she looks like a succubus more than a
If it was a vampire fruit, I feel like she wouldn't be out in the sun.
I think it's a mythical zone either way, but I think that it's I personally think it's the succubus fruit rather than
because sleep makes more sense for succubus
rather than a vampire fruit.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in the next one.
This is fucking crazy.
No, look. Clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy, Rocks Pirates.
She's a clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy, who was part of the Rocks Pirates.
Okay, then so I was saying Stussy is a clone of Stussy, was what I was saying.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what, I thought you were saying the clone herself was part of the Rocks Pirates. No.
She was a clone of someone from the Rocks Pirates.
Yes. And that's why everyone thinks it's Bocking, because that lines up with like why she would know Whitebeard, how she would be able to like be a potential lover of Whitebeard's, because like who knows, like if she looked like this in her younger years.
Wait,
like,
so is Bocking a different person than Buckingham Stussy?
We think Bocking is Buckingham Stussy.
They're the same person.
Yes,
okay.
she just has been going by a different name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably to hide her identity, more than likely, given that that Stussy is a CP0 agent.
Is it fucked up for me to think that like I don't want that to be the person that he called? Like I want to see her. I want to see.
I think that
Brooke and Zoro fuck her up, dude.
I think that it is. I think that it is who he called, and it's a little disappointing for me too, because I had like a prevailing theory that maybe it was Kuma, but given where Kuma's story is going, I'm all right with it.
That Kuma story was fucking crazy.
Honestly,
it's great. It's terrific.
Here's the thing too: is like even if she's not the person that he called, this could just be a moment where she's like, all right, I'm going to stop this.
Yeah.
Because clearly she's a plant.
Yes.
And that makes sense. So even if he didn't call her and there's someone else that's working, like...
I think given the connection and everything that she has to him, like
it's very likely that it's her. Yeah. I get you. But
Damn.
I think this could still prevail. Like, it could be that he didn't even talk to her, but she was like, this is the moment where I'm going to stop them.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I find it really interesting that Kaku already has an awakened zone, by the way, given that he has had his zone for a very short period of time.
Well,
the only thing I can think of is government nonsense.
like knowledge, like they can help him awaken faster. It's just still
probably
it's interesting to me.
Or some shit like that.
Or maybe they had fucking Egghead do it. Like, who the fuck knows?
I don't know. Either way, the flame.
Yeah, hold on. Didn't they have to go there anyways? Just like they didn't. They've
been going there multiple times.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure Vegapunk has the knowledge to like help someone awaken.
Like trigger an awakening.
This also lends credence, given like flame caller stuff. Like this lends credence that Kaido was an awakened zone, given that he has the same
collar,
kind of ethereal flame look on his limbs. Like
I think
this confirms Kaido was an awakened zone. Like for me at least, like that's my headcanon until something tells me otherwise.
Speaking of Kaido, did you see that fucking last episode?
No, but I heard it was Kaido
Oh
versus Yamato.
my god!
Really
I showed him the double Thunder Bagua.
Did they finally stop doing the bullshit with the Super Saiyan auras for Conquerors?
I don't know.
Because they did that during like when Luffy first unlocks Conquerors again, like and starts using it again.
Yeah, it gives him an aura.
It gives him like this fucking gold aura, and it's really stupid.
Oh yeah, that was when he was fighting.
I don't think those two have that.
No.
They have advanced Conquerors.
No. I mean, they don't have
the aura. Good.
I don't think they have the
aura. Dude,
it's like it looks like the manga where it's like the lightning clash.
Dude,
yes.
It was literally like a fucking scene from Demon Slayer.
That pumps me up.
There's like this phasing of aura. It's not Super Saiyan looking. There's phasing of aura, and it's Yamato remembering when she's a kid, and it's her taking that moment where she's like,
"Oh, dude, that shit was tight.
I'm smacking the shit out of my father right now."
Yeah, dude. Like they literally when they show Kaido's face, it's completely blacked out, and he's like a demon. He's like I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
That's hype.
Hype
as fuck,
dude. Yeah. And like when they go to Thunder Bagua each other, and they'll scream at the same time, and like
it's
the
insane.
flash. You see the flash
so
of her
good.
face, like being like the dog face going to like demon face, and it's like goes to her being a child. and it's like sad, and it's like, oh my god, I felt the
because
fucking...
she like feels that moment where she remembers them like releasing her from that fucking cave.
Yeah, when Zoro's fucking
the one that's not confirmed not to be his father, but could still be related to him.
Definitely related to him in some way.
Definitely related to him in some way.
Fucking, by the way, like let's talk. Like speaking of clone theories, by the way, fucking. All you dorks out there saying that Zoro is a clone of Ryuma, shut the hell up.
No fucking
way.
Like,
just stop.
No
like,
way.
Just because clones exist now in One Piece doesn't mean everyone and their fucking mother is a clone. Like, just stop it.
If that were true, then he'd be able to...
Honestly, I would love to see a clone of Kuma. Which I guess is kind of what the fucking...
The memory thing was probably for.
Well,
I think the memory thing is how Bonnie's going to get closure.
Yeah, but she's going to find out why Kuma did the thing, and it's going to tell us.
Speaking of Bonnie... I listened to a really interesting video on the way here,
of course.
What do you guys think of Bonnie being the 10th Straw Hat?
Ooh, she has her own crew, right?
Well, no, she lost her crew.
She doesn't. She's a free agent right now.
She lost her crew.
Her crew is gone. She's a free agent.
Oh.
Listen, too, because the theory, like, first of all, shout out to Mr. Morge, because this theory comes from him. Like, your video was great.
That'd be horrible.
No, it'd be amazing.
No, because, like, they're going to fucking eat like crazy, those two cocks. Oh my god.
So he highlights it as one, her story. Like, you can't really introduce a character this late in the game and make it make sense unless they were already an existing character.
Yeah.
And given the way we're focusing on Bonnie in this arc, like, unlike Carrot, unlike Yamato, like, it's really focusing
on Yamato.
She feels like this feels like a Straw Hat arc.
It does. It feels like a Straw Hat origin.
Bonnie's main driving measure, I take it, after she gets her father's memories, are going to be taking down the world government, which lines up perfectly with what the Straw Hats are already going to be fucking doing anyways.
Have to do
that. And she's just like, she's the kind of muscle that they need to balance out the crew more and get more power.
Who did she lose her crew to? I don't remember.
It doesn't say, I don't think. Because she got captured at some point by the world government. I think that's post time skip, and then she escapes, and then she's at the Reverie, and she's been alone since, like, I don't think we've ever seen her.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she's ever been part of a pirate crew. I think she
she was known to have a crew.
When they introduced the worst generation,
right.
When they introduced the worst generation, she had a crew. Yeah, she was a captain.
But now she's like a free agent, basically.
Interesting.
So,
but like, what role would she fit?
That's the question that I had too. Is I don't really know what role she fills into the.
Just another hot bitch.
I think that I think that we need another girl in the crew. Like, I think
that would balance it.
Because we've gotten, if you look at the breakout of like Straw Hat editions, we got one girl in East Blue, one girl in the Grand Line. We need one girl in the New World now.
That's true.
So and I think Bonnie, like I said, I think Bonnie fits more than Yamato, Carrot, and
I never thought Carrot was gonna be a Straw Hat.
I didn't think Carrot was. I didn't either. Yamato felt like she was gonna be a Straw Hat.
I still think Yamato will be a Straw Hat.
I think she's gonna be an ally, like a Grand Fleet kind of.
Yes, I think she'll be a Grand Fleet.
Bonnie might actually join the fucking main crew.
Yeah.
Listen, I think at this point that the Straw Hat crew is just like a thing. It's like you don't have to be on the boat.
There's a theory that
you know
there's gonna be there's a theory in like numbers and things like that play into why people think we're getting at least one more Straw Hat before the end of the series.
I'm just saying, like I don't
main Straw Hat, I should say.
Yeah, it's the main Straw Hat, but like. Barto's a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he's part of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. I'm talking about like core Straw Hat members.
No, Bonnie, I just don't think it's worth.
Because what member of the crew are we missing, other than like a?
I don't know. I mean, he's pretty creative with how he fills people's roles in. Like, I mean, like fucking Usopp is literally just the sniper of the crew. Like, he's
the observation.
You know I mean, like he's kind of the he's
like the gunner.
Yeah, like he's kind of like the guy that sits up in the crow's nest, like the lookout, but not really. Like, and I think he could find a way to fit Bonnie in pretty effectively.
I mean, I think so. I'm just curious to know like what he would put her
like
as.
that's a great question. I'm trying to think of like what I would put her as. It's hard to fit her in. It's hard to fit her into a traditional role. I think she doesn't really have any like particular skills that stand out. Maybe like she could tie in with Robin and be like kind of like a historian to fit in with like her time themed powers, like something like that.
Yeah, Robin is the historian.
Do you think she can fucking bring back like old stuff?
No, I don't
like,
think.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say if like someone was old and she like touched it and then
I don't know,
brought it back like it's brand new.
I think that she would. I think that she has time manipulation powers because they would also serve to help differentiate her fruit from Shinobu's fruit in Wano, because Shinobu's fruit works a similar way with the mature power.
Oh, yeah.
But hers is permanent on living beings, and we know we got confirmation that her powers is limited on living beings.
That's right.
So
no, it's limited on living beings, but not
inanimate. So, but we haven't. The only thing we've ever seen her do, and I agree that I think that she probably realistically has the power to reverse things, as well as age them. But the only thing we've seen, like, she breaks this lock, like she like makes the lock super old and destroys it. I don't know if she could take that same like pile of dust and recreate the lock out of it. I don't know if there's like a hard limit to what she can age and de-age.
I guess if it's destroyed, I guess. Oh, who knows?
Yeah.
But either way, like, this is fucking hype.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really interesting that Kuma blasted all his memories out into a pawpaw fruit, and Vegapunk's just been holding on to it.
I told you, he put his fucking.
I mean, I agree. Like, it made sense.
Conscious somewhere.
It definitely, absolutely made sense. This is hype as fuck too. Like, just seeing Kaku using a hockey infused nose gun, like, fucking dope.
He looks like Kaido.
He does. It looks great. Like, I really like the giraffe.
I also like that it was a vague annoyance to Zoro.
Yes. Yeah. Zoro clearly was like, Kagu was shitting his fucking pants when he saw Zoro.
I'm tired of fighting wiggly things.
Yeah.
Also, interestingly, no, never mind. Not interesting. That's not in this chapter. Never mind. Forget what I said.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
But yeah, because honestly, Zoro, especially if Brook's around, Zoro still dog walks this whole crew.
Oh, absolutely.
So the only thing I can think of is that Stussy's just trying to save time.
The only one of these people that I think Lucci is the only one that I could reasonably see standing up to Zoro and giving him any kind of a fight. I think Zoro still wins that fight, but I think Lucci, like, because Lucci got dog walked by Luffy, but Luffy's got fucking literal cartoon god powers.
Yeah,
like,
he's literally.
I could see Lucci actually putting up a pretty decent fight against Zoro. Kaku's kind of a bit. He's got the giraffe fruit. Like, let's be real here. Like, what are you fucking doing?
He's literally a joke, and he gets into a box.
Also, the fact that
he does turn into a box.
He turns into a fucking box.
Yeah. Like, also, the fact that all the just give one Vegapunk out there, and all of the Seraphim won't do shit that the CP0 will say.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I think that's where we're heading to, is that obviously like the CP, like that Vegapunk's clone, because I'm like, I don't know where we escalate from here. Like, this has gotten, like, this arc truly feels like this is the setup arc for fucking crazy shit to come.
Garp dies.
I mean,
I 100%.
That's where we go from here. Garp dies.
I think I think they go to Elbath, and that's where Garp dies after that.
Yeah, I think Garp dies.
Probably during that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see Kid on Elbath. Do you think they'll drag the Straw Hats to Elbath somehow?
Yes,
100%.
100%. Elbath has been hyped up too much.
Yeah.
For Oda
to
skip over, or just have it as like a little side adventure. Like, I 100% think like them
trying to run from Egghead Island will end up in
Elbath has been hyped up for so long. Fucking Jaguar Desol was on the island now, so like he and Robin need to meet back up again. And there's Usopp, like
Jaguar
Usopp's whole fucking
Jaeger.
Jaguar Desol.
It's Jaguar. That's sick. Okay.
The man touched by fire, right?
Yes. Yeah. And then Usopp's whole story is connected to the Giants, like very, very connected to the Giants. Like, there's no way that they don't go
was like
to
a figurehead there. That'd be sick.
We already know Usopp's mom is dead.
I know. I'm saying like a figurehead.
She's just a normal human,
not alive.
Yeah, she's just a normal human.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like God of War. You know what I'm saying?
But the Giants respect.
Like, she fucking she used to be hanging out with the Giants and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, maybe, but I think Usopp's mom has already like served her purpose as being a dead mom.
I'm just saying,
a dead mom.
Being a dead mom.
But no, some exciting shit. But yeah, this is interesting.
Yes.
It can go any direction from here. I hope we get some fucking.
I mean, I'm just excited to see more.
I definitely think there's gonna be more clones, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be anyone like that we've seen right now.
This is like, and like, just to highlight, like if this should happen in any other manga, like where just a character was randomly shown to be a clone and have fucking demon potential succubus / vampire powers, I'd be like, what a fucking joke. One Piece, I'm like, give me more. Yeah. Feed me more of this. Well, because the thing, too, is
that we've been, like, fed Stussy's story through this, like...
The cover story,
the cover stories,
yeah.
So,
interesting.
Interesting.
We'll see where she goes.
Interesting stuff. But,
this whole fucking transformation. Better not be some bullshit. I'll tell you right now. I'll fucking find
I mean, there's going to be bullshit, but
it's
whether it's good or bad. All right, so I think that's wrapping it up for this one. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Join the conversation, and we appreciate you guys being here.
Later.
Yeah. Bye.